is across Nigeria by the chairman, Niger State Task Force on COVID-19, Ahmed Matame. He joins us via Skype from the state capital. Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much. I want to assure you that in Niger State, we have not recorded any confirmed case of coronavirus. Good enough that His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Niger State, took very stringent measures, to ensure that, Niger State is secured. Despite the fact that, we have borders with some states that have had confirmed cases. Now, some of the measures, of course, include one, there is a curfew now from 10 a.m. in the morning to about 12 midnight. All our motor parks, and garages are closed. All our markets are closed. We have also ensured that, any gathering, of more than 20 people is restricted. We have succeeded in stopping Muslim Friday prayers for 2 weeks now. So also Christian, church, processions. And of course, in addition, we have been able to establish task forces in every local government, to be chaired, by the local government chairman, and then with stakeholders to ensure that, we are able, to contain this virus. In addition, we have also, prohibited or restricted interstate travels. So also all our major entry points, to Niger State, have been properly, secured so that we do not allow people or vehicles to come from other states into Niger.
All right, Mr. Matame, if I may.
Yes.
Yes. You just swung to action and giving us a quick update of what the government is doing to prevent any form of COVID-19 in your state. But let's talk about isolation center, which is what the federal government has instructed, that at least every state has a 300-bed facility as isolation center. How is that coming through in Niger State?
Well, in Niger State, we have spread, the isolation centers. We're going to have 12 of them. Each emirate, we have 8 emirates. Each emirate will have 1. But for urban emirate areas like Mina, we'll have 2. Kwantagora will have 2. Suleja and Bida will have 2, each. That will be able to spread, depending, where the severity of, these cases would come or would emerge. But our prayer is that we're not going to, go to that level, hopefully, with the measures we are putting in place.
Now, how much information is going out to the people on the danger posed by this virus? Because we understand that some markets are in full swing despite the curfew in place. And, around the world and in the country, to flatten the curve, contact is essential. That's why they talked about social distancing. So if the curfew is in place and markets are still in full swing, how is the government handling all of this?
Well, I mean, it's sometimes you deal with human nature, no matter how much it's about self-discipline. We're trying as much as possible to sensitize people about social distancing. But when people, anytime you give them, the period you have given as an area, as a time for them to go and replenish, whatever they require in their houses, they usually cluster. But as much as possible, we try to emphasize that people can go and buy essential, food items and some other requirements for their household. But as much as possible, they should, imbibe the habit of social distancing. Initially, we had cases of markets opening, especially in rural areas, because these are weekly markets. But we have succeeded in closing down all. No markets again, allowed to function. This will be reinforced, with the support of all the local government chairmen in the 25 local government areas. We are also dealing with the issue of people still holding ceremonies, marriage ceremonies, naming ceremonies, and all of that. We're trying to sensitize them. We have the task force is getting into communities to sensitize them. Not that we have stopped completely these ceremonies, but have about 5-10 people and ensure that you go by the measures, provided, by the Ministry of Health. Social distancing, washing your hands, with soap and water where there are no sanitizers, as much as possible. Also, make sure that if there is any person that exhibits any sign, of this virus, quickly report to Ministry of Health.
All right, Mr. Matane, we need you to quickly react to this. There are also reports that the COVID-19 case, the task force is presently looking for a man who recently returned from Lagos and is allegedly avoiding the health authorities. Any update on this or his whereabouts? Is it true? And if it is true, what's the latest update?
Please, can you repeat that again? I didn't hear you well.
We're saying that we heard there are reports that the task force is looking for a man who returned from Lagos and is allegedly avoiding health authorities. So wanted you to confirm, is it true? And if it is true, what's the latest update?
Oh, thank you very much. The person that was referred to, that's right. The reports added that it's a driver to a confirmed case, an infected individual, and then he just sneaked into one of the towns in Niger. We tracked him down, and we make sure that he's completely in self-isolation. This is about 8 to 9 days. We're still counting on the number of days that he will have to spend in isolation. It's not only Lagos. We also had 2 cases. One was coming from Canada, got into Kwantagora. We tracked him down, at Federal College of Education. He had gone into self-isolation. I think this is his 2nd week. We had another one recently, just about 3 days ago, in Limawa in Mina. This one, he came in again, and he exhibited some, signs, of someone, who had coronavirus. It was the community that reported, and we quickly responded. We also kept him, in isolation, but the cases do not show that it's actually coronavirus. But at least it's pacified the fears of people, allay their fears, and make sure that whatever it is, it is well taken, care of medically.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed Matane. Thank you so much for joining us in the program.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.